Hey there, gorgeous. Before we dive in, I need you to listen up because this video could change the way you look at your home and your life. Are you constantly organizing things, but no matter how much you tidy up, it never quite feels right? Well, you might be holding on to items that are doing more harm than good. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal 12 things you're keeping organized, but should really declutter instead. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Oh, and while you're at it, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which item you need to get rid of, and subscribe for more tips on living your best life after 60. Let's get started. 1. Old worn-out clothes you keep for just in case. Oh, I know this one all too well. You've got that pair of jeans that are a size too small, and that blouse from a decade ago that you swear you'll wear again, even though it hasn't seen the light of day in years. We keep these clothes around because we're holding on to the idea of fitting into them again. Or perhaps we're sentimentally attached to them. But here's the truth. You don't need to keep these clothes just in case. Our bodies change, and that's part of life. Those clothes that no longer fit are just sitting in your closet, taking up space and making you feel bad about yourself every time you see them. Imagine how much easier it would be to get dressed every day if you only had clothes in your wardrobe that you love and that make you feel comfortable, confident, and stylish. Take a good look through your closet and let go of what no longer serves you. Donate it or pass it on to someone who will wear it and appreciate it. Letting go of the just-in-case clothes will leave you with a closet full of items you actually enjoy wearing. 2. Expired beauty products you think might work again. We've all been there, holding on to half-empty bottles of face creams, lotions, or perfumes that you haven't used in ages. You tell yourself, I'll use this up eventually, or I spent so much money on it, I can't just throw it away. But here's the thing, beauty products have expiration dates for a reason. Over time, their ingredients break down, and they lose their effectiveness. Those creams you've been hanging on to probably don't do your skin any good anymore. Not to mention using expired products can lead to irritation, breakouts, or worse. Take a look at your bathroom counter or vanity. If you've had those products for a year or more and haven't used them, it's time to toss them. Trust me, you deserve fresh, effective products that work wonders for your skin today, not items that are past their prime. Decluttering these expired beauty items will leave you with a collection of products that actually benefit you and help you feel pampered every day. Old broken jewelry. Who doesn't have that jewelry box filled with forgotten pieces? A necklace missing a clasp, a ring with a lost stone, or a bracelet that's just too tangled to ever wear again. You keep these broken pieces around, telling yourself, I'll get it fixed one day. But how often does that one day ever actually come? Years go by, and those broken items are still sitting in your drawer, gathering dust. Instead of letting them take up valuable space, it's time to make a decision. Either fix them if they're worth the effort, or let them go. Keeping broken jewelry is like holding on to broken dreams. It's just taking up space in your life. It's better to declutter your collection and focus on the pieces you truly love and wear often. When you open that jewelry box, you'll want it to be filled with pieces that make you smile, not ones that just remind you of things you've been meaning to fix for ages. Piles of old magazines and newspapers. Oh, I get it. You've been saving those magazines with the perfect recipe, or the one with the article you just know you'll read eventually. You've got stacks of old newspapers in the corner of your living room or beside your bed. But here's the thing, those piles are just collecting dust and taking up space. How often have you actually gone back to read that article or check out the recipe? Probably not as much as you think. Old magazines and newspapers only add to the clutter in your home, and most of the information inside them is outdated anyway. You can always find the same recipes or articles online or in newer publications. It's time to go through those piles and recycle the ones you don't need. Keep only the ones that truly bring you joy or serve a purpose. Once you clear that clutter, your home will feel so much fresher and more organized, and you won't feel overwhelmed by unnecessary paper everywhere. 5. Duplicate kitchen gadgets. Let's face it, we all have those gadgets in the kitchen that seemed like a must-have at the time. Maybe it was the avocado slicer, the popcorn maker, or even the fancy juicer that promised to change your life. But how many of these gadgets have you actually used in the past year? I bet a lot of them are gathering dust in a drawer, unused and forgotten. It's time to be honest with yourself. Do you really need 5 different types of peelers or 2 garlic presses? Keeping these duplicates not only takes up space in your kitchen, but it also makes it harder to find the tools you actually use and love. Take a good look at your kitchen gadgets and be ruthless. If you've got multiples of the same tool, or if you're not using something at all, it's time to let it go. A streamlined kitchen full of only the essentials will not only make your cooking more efficient, but it will also make your kitchen feel more spacious and inviting. Old handbags you never use. Handbags. We all love a good purse, but over time they can start to accumulate, and before you know it, you've got a whole collection that you never actually use. You might have bought some of them years ago, or maybe they were gifts you never quite warmed up to. But if you're not carrying them around, they're just taking up valuable space in your closet or on your shelves. It's time to be honest with yourself. How many of those handbags do you actually use? Maybe you've got 1 or 2 that you absolutely love, and the rest are just taking up space. Declutter your bag collection by getting rid of the ones that no longer suit your style or that you never reach for. This will make it so much easier to grab the perfect bag for your day without sifting through a pile of unused ones. Plus, it'll free up space for bags that you actually love and that reflect your current style. Excessive bedding and towels you never use. How many sets of sheets do you actually need? You probably have more than enough to keep your bed cozy and comfortable. Yet there are always a few sets tucked away in the linen closet that you rarely, if ever, use. Maybe it's that mismatched set you bought on sale years ago, or the extra towels that are taking up too much space. While it's always good to have a spare set or 2, do you really need 10 sets of sheets? Simplify your linen closet by donating the extra sets of bedding and towels that are just taking up space. Keeping your linen closet organized with only the essentials will not only make it easier to find what you need, but it will also make you feel more organized and at peace. Plus, you'll free up space for new, high-quality items that you'll actually use. Unread books you keep meaning to read. We've all got a stack of books we plan to read, but somehow never seem to get around to. Maybe they were impulse buys, or perhaps they were gifts from well-meaning friends or family. Over time, they just start collecting dust on the shelf, and it's easy to feel guilty for not getting through them. But keeping unread books around isn't doing you any good. It's just clutter, and every time you look at it, you feel that sense of unfinished business. If you haven't picked up a book in a year or more, it might be time to part ways with it. Donate books you're not going to read and make space for ones that truly excite you. Imagine how great it will feel to walk into a room full of books you actually want to read. Plus, by donating, you'll pass on knowledge and joy to others who might be looking for their next great read. Old prescription glasses and sunglasses. We all know how easy it is to accumulate a collection of old prescription glasses or sunglasses. Some are outdated, some have scratches, and some you simply don't wear anymore. But keeping them around, thinking you might need them just in case, is unnecessary clutter. When it comes to prescription glasses, you need a pair that works for you right now, not ones that no longer fit or provide the correct prescription. As for sunglasses, maybe the style doesn't suit you anymore, or you just gravitate toward a new pair. Holding on to multiple pairs takes up space and adds to the clutter in your drawers. Go through your collection, recycle the old frames, and keep only the ones you love and use regularly. This will help you stay organized and save you time when you need to grab a pair on the go. 10. Outdated technology and electronics. We've all accumulated outdated gadgets and technology over the years. Old cell phones, VHS tapes, cameras, or even that bulky fax machine you've never used. These items tend to pile up in drawers, closets, or basements, taking up precious space and serving no purpose. But here's the truth. Keeping these outdated electronics around doesn't make them any more useful. It's time to take a deep breath and let go. You don't need 10-year-old phones gathering dust when you have a perfectly good one sitting in your pocket. If something is broken or obsolete, recycle it, and if it's still in working condition but you never use it, donate or sell it. Clearing out old technology will not only declutter your home, but also help you stay up to date with the gadgets that actually work for you, old memorabilia you keep just in case. We all have that box or bin filled with old keepsakes, a few concert tickets from that time you saw your favorite band, a trophy from your childhood, or even old cards and letters. While it's lovely to hold on to memories, you don't need to keep everything that's ever meant something to you. Over time, these sentimental items can pile up, and they lose their meaning when they're stored away and never looked at. Keep only the items that truly hold deep meaning for you. If you're feeling overwhelmed by memorabilia, consider taking photos of these items to preserve the memories without keeping the clutter. This will free up space while still honoring the memories that are important to you. Extra mugs and kitchen cups you never use. How many mugs do you actually need? Sure, you've got the I love my dog mug, the one from your favorite vacation spot, and probably a few others that you just had to have. But when was the last time you used half of them? We tend to hold on to mugs because they're cute, or we think we might need them for guests. But the truth is, most of us only use a couple of our favorite mugs. Those extra mugs are just sitting around, taking up valuable cupboard space. Declutter your kitchen by letting go of mugs you don't use. Donate them or give them away to someone who might actually enjoy them. Keeping only the mugs that you love and use every day will make your kitchen feel tidier, and it will make it easier to grab your morning cup of coffee without digging through a pile of mugs. So there you have it, 12 things you've probably been organizing but should actually declutter. I know it's tough, but trust me, your home and your mind will feel so much lighter when you let go of what no longer serves you. If this resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear in the comments which items you're ready to let go of. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with more tips for living your best life. And if you haven't already, join the Savvy Senior newsletter for more ways to make your life easier and more fulfilling. Take care, and remember, less is more.